Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, welcome to the Morning Constitution. A little later today than usual, but we're here. So, today, may the fourth be with you. May the fourth be with you. Okay. And all you Star Wars fans, there you go. I gave you, I gave you a little, your little recognition for today. As a matter of fact, Carrie Fisher will actually be honored today. So, like, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Oh, so today, we're at the Oxford Sports Pub and Secret Society. We are excited to be here. John is producing again. We're excited for where we're going and what we're doing. Oh, so today we are talking about the Sixth Amendment. And the Sixth Amendment is part of the Bill of Rights. You know, we've done up to 6 now. We have 4 more to go. And it guarantees certain rights to individuals accused of a crime. And it provides the following. So, let's keep up, right? If I keep looking over here, it's because I don't want to miss one because there's a lot. A lot. So, you have the right to a speedy and public trial. The accused has the right to a trial that is held without undue delay and is open to the public. Never happens. When it's requested, is always something comes up. They want to delay it. The right to impartial jury. The accused has the right to be judged by an impartial jury of peers from the community. That's jury duty, everybody. Let's make sure that when we get that jury notice that we at least try try to do our civic duty. I mean, it would help the court system. You have the right to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation. The accused has the right to be informed of the charges against them and the evidence that will be used to support those charges. We're going to focus on this one because this is a big one in the fact that we'll talk about prosecution and defense. The right to confront witnesses. The accused has the right to cross-examine witnesses who testify against them. The right to compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor. The accused has the right to subpoena witnesses to testify in their defense. And last, the right to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. The accused has the right to be represented by attorney, either one of their own choosing or an appointed one from the courts to help prepare their defense. Whew. So prosecutors would love this to go away. They would love to, they try to always push these envelopes. And we have, let's say the right to a speedy trial. So you have a right to a speedy trial. But what is speedy? There's no time frame. So the courts have always pushed this around a lot. And it's speedy isn't really speedy. I mean, you get to go to the court and present yourself for bail or something like that. I mean, an initial hearing, if that counts. I don't know if that counts, but listen, I've never seen a trial that has gone speedy. There's always a delay. Somebody wants a DNA, somebody wants this, somebody wants it's always, and most of the time it's the prosecutor. The funny thing is that most of the time it's the prosecutor that asks for those. And that's because they're trying to gather more evidence to try to make a stronger case because they only have a little bit of the information. The right to an impartial jury. Now, jury duty, this is usually 12 individuals that sit there and listen to the entire trial and then come up with a decision. They can be a hung jury. It can be guilty. They can be innocent, but they have to look at each charge individually. And the right to be informed in the nature and cause of the accusation. The accused has the right to be informed of charges against them and the evidence that will be used to support those charges. So the prosecutor has to have everything available. A lot of times this is where it gets really, really messy in the court system, because they love to find this stuff, this last minute stuff. So all of a sudden they go up to the bench and now we're talking about, okay, well, is it admissible? You know, do we need to give them more time to review it? So those are the types of things that you got to be, you watch and you see. So the whole Sixth Amendment, the Sixth Amendment, you see it every single day in the court system. You read about it every single day in the court system. It's in the Miranda rights, because the government will provide you an attorney if you need one. Now, it's not free, not necessarily, but they're going to make sure you have representation. But private representation is a whole lot better than a public defender. Public defender is just trying to get that stuff through. And I'm not bashing anybody, because I think public defenders have a hard job. But prosecutors have an incredibly tough job, because there's nothing. Everything's laid before them. Everything has to be presented. And you have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. You have to make sure that the jury totally gets it, or else you have O.J. Simpson. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Man, I was watching that trial, and I said that's my age, right? I was watching that trial, and my heart stopped. And at that moment, I was like, this trial's over. I don't see how that line doesn't go through their head for every single thing that comes up for the rest of the trial. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. And it just stuck there. No objection, it just stuck there. Man, that's like, there's certain things that you know happen, and they stick in your mind. Like Kennedy running for president of the United States and not knowing, hey, how do I answer the question, why are you running for president of the United States? The word that was enough to say. Your campaign's over. Okay, so the right to confront your witnesses. Now, this is a very, how do I put this? This is very important, because somebody may put something forward, but under oath and with you cross-examining them, you find out a lot of times that it wasn't actually. A lot of times rape victims, they say they get to that point when they go to court, and then they don't want to get on the stand. Well, you have to get on the stand, because he has a right to question you. He has the right to confront that witness. And prosecutors hate that, because, again, it is an intimidating thing. I can see where the prosecutors have trouble with that. I see how those women have trouble with that. I mean, it's not a beautiful thing. It happens. And it happens too frequently. The right to compulsory process for obtaining witnesses. You have the right to subpoena. You can get those witnesses in. You know, the government will back you in getting them in. So that means, hey, I'm not going to show up for trial. You get a bench warrant against you. That's on you because you didn't show up. But you were served. You'll be served properly. Because they know, if there's one thing they know how to do, is they know how to get you served. So, I mean, I could drag this on for a long time, but really the simple thing is it's your rights that we're talking about. But on a better note, let me say I've been writing a lot of poetry again, and I'm pulling some poetry out of some very weird spots that I had written long ago. But I found out that it is a lot harder to work certain poems because they're strict and their rules are very difficult. And I've had to put them to the side because I'm like, there's got to be a way that this Welsh poem can work for this. Now, shoot, I could go cheat. I could probably go ask. Nowadays, I could probably go ask Chat GTP, and they'd probably pop it up in 2 seconds. But that would defeat the purpose because it's like really intense. So what I'm saying is that's what this is. The rules. There has to be rules. There have to be things in place. And to have a beautiful poem or to be done right, you have to follow the directions. So that's the Morning Constitution, and I appreciate it. Please like and share. And let's talk about the 7th Amendment next week.